Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wasteland Wednesday. This has been a crazy, awesome episode, and I'm so glad everybody's hanging out with us tonight. Um, our heroes have triumphed over the Mirelurk Queen Eleanor thanks to help from a mysterious source. They find themselves standing on the coastline of Salem, Massachusetts, sort of looking at the smoldering wreckage of the Museum of Witchcraft. Looks like Eleanor's onslaught from the with her acid has eaten a lot of the building up, but it has opened it to them to explore. The surrounding area, you do find more dead Mirelurks. You also find quite a few dead mercenaries who, though their eyes are no longer glowing green, you do see the glowing green spiral symbol still in the center of their forehead. And they're spread sort of all the way out throughout the buildings in the nearby area. It looks like there may have been like 20 or 30 mercenaries here at one point. You also notice that some of the mercenaries were not killed by Mirelurk pinchers or acid, but by bullet wounds.
Oh.
So
Son of a bitch
this
got away.
giant claw off, or
Kind of figured we could get that on the way back. I did want to go in there and get, the spiral stuff first, so we don't have to carry the claw all the way down with us and then all the way back up with us.
Well, Gertrude said that Harrington is still somewhere around here too. So
Also that. Hey,
can
does
we
anybody have-
build a fire and cook some of this meat to heal up?
Yeah, I could use a bit of healing.
Just a little lion.
how about you just let the doctor give you these instead, and I will produce 2 stim packs, one that says Ember number 2 on it, and one that says Lee number 2 on it.
Yeah, I'll take a piece of rubber that I keep in my pocket, string up their arms, and pop it in for them.
Does that leave us with any stim pack?
I mean, I have 2 still.
I also have 2 still.
Wait, I need help. I will stab myself. Wait. I can just eat squirrel bits, can't I?
Yeah,
Actually,
squirrel bits heal.
need one anymore, but dog meat does.
Okay, I'll give it to the dog instead.
Yeah.
I'll eat the squirrel bits and get my rads damaged.
And that's 6 HP.
Yep.
So is everybody good?
Good
Friendly
enough.
neighborhood second.
So Ember, did you not take the one that I gave that was Ember number 2?
She gave it to
The dog meat.
Okay, I will go into my inventory, and where it said Ember number 3, I will cross out the 3 and I will put a 2 there. And I will
Ajax
eat.
had stabbed me.
I will eat some of the Mirelurk meat.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm just gonna shoot him in the face with the gamma gun.
Dog meat will actually eat some of the Mirelurk meat as well to heal the.
Heel beam.
Cool.
Stop
So if I
shooting me in
eat,
the face.
if I eat and get shot,
You can get back to full
Top
health. Yep. Ajax can
Is
shoot
it-
you until you're full health if you want. That's just the perk of the gamma gun.
okay. I didn't want to cheat a mechanic because that seems a little OP, but I will take it.
It still takes ammo.
It does only work on just you. So.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
I
try
won't
that
say no.
healing technique on anybody else.
First life began. My goodness, the house takes in money from generous spectators. I mean, definitely spectators going in here. I'm a little uncertain about the 9 goddesses part right now, but maybe we'll learn more inside. About this riddle. But if everybody's good to go, I say we get in there and see what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. So you all start heading into the Museum of Witchcraft. What's left of the building that's still standing after the Mirelurk's onslaughts. You pass into the foyer and you find yourself in the sort of the ticket booth area. You see a few murals on the walls of the history of witchcraft in Salem. You see a number of Puritan people dressed up. You see some witch trials going on in a couple of the murals. You see you see a burning at the stake happening at the far end of the wall. And there is a Protectron in here that is wearing a pilgrim hat.
Does it address us at all?
As you come closer, it will say, "Welcome to the Salem Museum of Witchcraft. Are you interested in taking a tour today?"
Has someone else come through here looking for a tour?
Yes, there was a party just before you.
Have they left yet?
Inconclusive.
I thought it might be.
We're actually latecomers to that party. Can you take us to them?
I am merely a concierge protectron, but you may please proceed forward to the ride.
Oh, it's a ride.
Just
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for your help.
Thank you for visiting the Museum of Witchcraft. Have a spooktacular day.
No, we already have. As we're going through this museum, do I see anything that looks like 9 of something? Or,
As a matter of fact, you do. You notice in the murals on the walls, there are 9 women who are being tried for witchcraft. Give me a notice check while you're looking that way as well.
oh, is one of these women gonna look familiar? He said suspiciously. And rolled a 7. That's probably no good. Yeah, even with my... Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna use a luck point, so that'll work.
Awesome.
Because I can't keep them in the next version of the game. Presumably.
I'm sure there'll be a luck stat. It will probably function differently, but I'm sure there will be. Who knows?
Oh, well, then I should go back to hoarding them then.
So Lee, as you're looking at these murals and these paintings, you do see, as a matter of fact, 2 of these women look familiar. You see one that looks like Gertrude, and you see one that looks like Myrtle.
No.
I told you.
No.
It
And one that
clicked
looks
in my
like
brain
Gemma.
like a... Ah, no!
We knew it.
And is that one Amalia? How?
It's just a robo brain and a smock and a petticoat. Wow, Amalia looks good in a bonnet.
I guess I mean I obviously can't take the painting. I don't know if I can take a picture of it with my Pip-Boy. I don't know if that's a function of the device.
Pip-Boys don't have cameras in them.
Okay. Well, is there any way you could get like a copy of the picture on it?
If you want to sit down and try to draw out a copy of it.
He's tracing
No.
Just trace it.
Maybe if we have time, when everyone else is cutting off that Mirelurk claw.
Everyone else.
Yeah, I'm not helping with that. What do you want me to do?
All of us have 2 collective strength.
How large is this mural or painting?
The painting that Lee is looking at in particular is a good 4 or 5 feet long. And another
Okay.
4 or 5 feet, or 4 feet tall.
But it is a painting?
It is a painting on the wall, yes.
Cool. Hey, Lee, can you go distract the Protectron?
Sure, I'm sure I can think of something to talk to it about.
Ask about the 9 women. Ask what their names are.
Oh, good point. I will do that and make sure it's looking at me, and I will stand, so it's not looking at you.
And while he does that, I will take my blade out and I will cut out the picture of just the witch goddess people. And I'll roll it up and put it in my stuff.
Awesome. So you come back into the concierge area, and the robot turns. Is everything okay?
Oh, I was just curious about a painting I saw that had 9 women in it. Can you tell me more about it or the names of those women?
Those are the witches of the Commonwealth. The first women to be executed on American soil. For crimes ranging from witchcraft to gambling to public debauchery.
That's probably a fun story.
Every story is fun when you love history.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Does history happen to have the names of those women recorded?
Yes. Their names are Aurelia Grimm, Lilac Mortem, Amalia Lobo, Minerva Grimm, Myrtle Harrington,
Oh,
Okay, cool.
Arrington.
Gertrude Tenebris, River Onyx, Delia Fang, and there is one man among them named Fontaine Drac.
Oh, that's another game. Okay. uh, Interesting list of names.
Yes.
None of them were named Marisha something, right? No Marishas in that crowd. Just making sure, out of curiosity.
Oh, no Marishas.
Okay, because if there were, that would have really flicked my lid. Okay. Good to know. Thank you for that information. Please just continue to stay here doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
Thank you for stopping at the Museum of Witchcraft. Have a spooktacular day.
It just got more spectacular.
Wow.
And I guess I will return to the party and say, hey, so, this plot that we're in the middle of just got a little bit thicker.
What?
So I've got the names of those women who are on there. A couple of them had the same last name. That was pretty interesting. I think they might be sisters or something. Also, definitely Gertrude, definitely Myrtle, but another name that you all might recognize, Amalia.
It can't be the same.
Are you sure? Because, I mean, she did know spiral things. And Gertrude said she was going to tell us Vault 23 things and maybe spiral things. And, I mean, Myrtle, of course, knows spiral things.
I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised. She was a synth before, and she's the oldest person we know besides the other witch.
Damn it, Lee, I asked you to distract the thing, and now we have a huge problem. Well, let's find the spiral stuff first and make sure Boy Harrington doesn't find it. Then we'll deal with Myrtle Harrington later.
Yes, now we have some evidence to confront her with because we have this painting.
Or we just cut her out of everything completely and go without her.
I don't want to piss off a witch.
Are we killing Harrington? Are we keeping Harrington alive? What's the plan when we find?
We can kill this Harrington.
He might know
It was
things.
permission.
I mean, what else do we need from him to know? Once we get this last clue, I mean, we'll have everything.
Well, I don't necessarily trust Myrtle anymore with this information. Maybe. What is his name? What Harrington?
Ulysses.
Ulysses. What if Ulysses has a different, more appetizing story for us than Myrtle, who's been a little obtuse to say the least.
Yeah,
think
I
we
wouldn't
can
trust any
question
of
him.
I wouldn't trust any of Ulysses's stories.
All right, fine. I don't know why I'm arguing to keep someone alive, so let's go.
This is such a weird flip.
It's development. I appreciate it, but also, sure, we can ask some questions if you like, but I doubt that any answers he gives will be truthful.
We'll talk to him. Hey, Lee, can I check your bag real quick?
Sure.
I'll
Here you go,
put on the
Doctor.
Captain's hat, so I can be Captain Doc. When we talk to this man, I shall be more persuading with authority.
That hat looks great on you, Doctor.
Very good, yes.
Dr. Captain Dealer Ajax. All right, so you all head down the hallway, exiting this sort of mural painting corridor, and you find yourself standing, sort of, like in the area of a roller coaster where you go to load up into the car. There's all the, like, turnstiles with the velvet ropes and everything. As you guys do come in, the lights sort of flicker on in here, and you hear this sort of jaunty Puritan music start playing over the staticky speakers, and a roller coaster car rolls into view. One of those sort of high semicircle backed ones, kind of like what you get at the Haunted Mansion in Disney World, with a lap bar. It looks like there's enough of them for 2 people to sit in each one comfortably, or 2 people in a dog meat. There's
Doctor,
also a man standing on the railing next to where the car rolls up.
A
And
real man?
he seems to be posed uncomfortably. There's a metal pin that's shoved up through his elbow that's got his arm posed, sort of like welcoming you into the area, and his face is frozen in a mask of panic and death. There is a klaxon speaker that's been shoved into his voice box, and his throat's been opened up a little bit, and you can hear just sort of this tinny Protectron voice speak and say, "Welcome to the ride. Please keep your arms and legs down and inside the cab at all times."
Is this dude definitely dead? I'm pretty sure he...
You would
sounds like
think
he...
so.
Yeah, okay. But, like, long dead? Or...
No, he looks fresh.
Oh,
Okay, this definitely looks like some of the other stuff we've seen in the Sparber locations.
Just not skeletons.
But yeah, no skeletons here.
question is, do we walk the track or do we take the carts?
I'll get in a cart.
Yeah, we walked a lot today.
Yeah, we'll get in the cart, but let's try not to get ourselves too fastened in there. I don't know if those things are automatic, the bars.
Yeah, does it have a bar thing?
There is a bar thing. There's a lap bar.
Does it seem like it'll automatically go down?
You give it a tug and it feels like it moves on your volition.
Okay.
You do hear the crunching of the gears locking into place, the way a roller coaster does when you push it down in real life.
It's a roller coaster.
Okay, well then we'll get in, but we won't get strapped in.
Who's getting in which car?
Here, doctor, why don't you use this hat while I use this hat?
Oh, sure, I'll take the captain's hat.
No, you get in the army hat.
Oh, okay, that's significantly less authoritative, but okay.
I think you've had enough concussions for one day. I'll get in with the doctor.
All right, it's a little tight, but okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm the captain of this cart.
I will get in the front cart.
How many cards are there?
There are 2 cars.
Okay, I guess Dogmeat and I will fit in with Oliver.
No word on how many crates, but there are 2 cars. All right, so everybody sits down. You see, as you all sort of settle in, the guy who's standing on the bar, he rotates towards you all, and he is pulled sort of on like a conveyor up and down the side of you. You imagine he's testing your safety belt to make sure it's safe, but he doesn't touch it or bend over or anything like that. He stops moving, and then a light shows up in the booth ahead of you, and you see another posed corpse. Both of these gentlemen are dressed like the mercenaries you've seen with the spiral on their forehead. This one is in the operating booth of the thing, and his arms have been sort of fixed along sort of almost like a puppet scheme. His arms are able to move, but his face has been cut open into sort of this massive rictus grin, and he seems very excited to be sending you on your trip. And he will push the button, and the cars will jolt to life and rumble forward into the museum.
Okie doke.
This is terrifying.
Yeah. A little bit.
I may have gotten it backwards. Which one was the scary one?
Right.
The asylum was fine.
I mean, it was scary for me.
So you all go rolling along the track. Both of your cars are still within line of sight of each other. The cars rotate as it's moving along, and you're moving through a couple of different exhibitions. Basically, you're sort of looking off, basically traveling through the history of witchcraft in Salem. You pass into this fake wooded area made of sort of wood and cardboard and all that fun stuff. And there's a few more posed bodies here, men and women that are dancing naked with the devil in the woods. They do seem to be in motion, but they seem to have been attached to the animatronics that were originally part of this display. Looks like whoever posed these bodies stripped them naked and stuck sort of the controlling rods, the controlling pins of the robots into them, and their naked bodies are sort of moving quietly, dancing around somebody who has been turned into the devil by shoving a couple of rebar spikes through his forehead to make his horns. You pass deeper into, and you start to see a fake village of Salem, sort of all around you in the sort of dim, low light of the area. You find more posed bodies that seem to be replicating life in colonial times. People, pumping water, churning butter, all sorts of just generic, run-of-the-mill activities, but with corpses, so it's more fun. And as you get to the end of this track, you find yourself in a courtroom. The 2 cars stop in the courtroom, and the lap bars lift up if they were shut. I mean, I don't think you guys shut the lap bars, but the cars do stop, and you hear the gears in the lap bars click up. And you find yourselves basically sitting in front of a row of pews, at the far end of which is a tall, imposing lectern where the judge is sitting. The judge, you see, is another corpse that's been posed there with a gavel in his hand and another smile on his face. And you do see directly in front of the judge there are 4 illuminated circles on the floor. In the center of which is a spiral symbol for each one.
Looks like this is the last stop. I'm gonna see if there's a computer thing here. If y'all could just look and make sure there's no person around who's gonna do this to our bodies.
I would like to investigate the spiral by stepping on it.
Ajax, when you step on the spiral symbol, the beam of light that's surrounding that one changes from white to red.
Oh, I have been chosen.
Oh. Interesting. I guess I'll step on another one.
The light changes from white to red.
I'm gonna get off. Does it change back?
It does change back to white.
I don't get a new color when I step back onto it.
No, nope, still red.
That's unfortunate.
There's 4 circles and then 1 spiral.
There's 1 spiral in each circle. In the center of the circles.
Okay, so like, are we gonna stand on these guys, or are we not doing?
I don't know if there's some sort of sequence to them, or if we have to do a series of complex dance moves on all 4 of them. But
Yeah,
don't know
that's
how to
probably it.
dance.
It's a DDR
dog.
pad.
Dogmeat, do you want to try and step on one of these?
He kind of cocks his head and he'll go and he'll put his foot down on one, but he does not. It does not change colors for him.
Okay.
Dogmeat can stand on my circle.
Well, I was going to say, does Dogmeat want to stand ready to charge something if this opens a door or brings out some kind of bad guy?
I think if we all stand on the circle and hold hands, something amazing will happen, or we'll die.
I will step on a circle.
Okay, that's 3 of us. I'll grab the doctor's hand. Doctor, you should grab Oliver's hand.
okay, I'll grab Oliver's hand.
Come on, Ember, take the lead.
I'll reach for Oliver's hand. I don't know if Oliver's.
I don't know that I'll take it. We'll see. We'll see if
You must complete the chain.
we'll see what happens first.
Yeah, Ember and Dogmeat are both gonna stand on a circle because, like the chat, I feel like it's a trapdoor situation. I don't want Dogmeat to get stuck.
Awesome. I don't want Dogmeat to get separated.
Yeah, no, not by himself.
All right, so are you all taking hands, or is everybody just standing on a circle?
I'm telling you, I have a feeling if we all hold hands.
Ember will do it if Oliver does it.
I don't want to put down my stun batons, but I guess begrudgingly I will.
You don't have
sheath
to
them.
interlock. You can just grab your fist.
Yeah, I'll just try not to touch the
Okay.
stun part.
Yeah,
There we go.
don't get shocked.
You don't have to be awkward about it. Just grab his wrist if you're more comfortable.
Wait, who am I in between? Oliver and Ajax?
No, you're at the end.
Yeah, you're on the other side of Oliver.
Oliver and Lee? Or
So
is
it's,
it?
Ajax,
You're on the
Lee,
far right.
Oliver, Ember,
Okay.
and Dogmeat.
Okay, here we go.
Now we need to chant.
So you all lock hands, and as you do, you see the corpse of the judge shudders up, and you hear a speaker in his throat say, "You have all been found guilty of enlightenment.
Oh no.
Present yourself for judgment by the spiral." And he slams the gavel down 3 times. And as he does that, the floor begins to rumble and sink into the ground. The whole courtroom begins to sink down, except for the judge, who's getting taller and farther away from you as you descend down, down, down.
Oh, we're going to hell.
Faster than I thought.
Faster than
Oh, thank you, Star Slayer, for the hydrate.
Ooh,
Oh, sweet.
I don't have any water, but I will take this piece of paint that I have. It satisfies me.
I've got nothing, so I'll hydrate after the show.
Hydrate before I dihydrate, right? So, the floor begins to rumble and you all sink down, down, down. As you move out of the courtroom, you see that the sort of wooden walls of the museum give way to stone that's been carved, and you see spiral symbols on the walls down here as you begin to descend. And you come into a natural cavern. In the center of this natural cavern, there is a large pyre with a stake in the middle of it. Strapped to it is Ulysses Harrington, who I forgot to show you guys what he looks like, but he looks like this.
Is he dead?
So far, it's not a bad start.
Oh man, of course I trusted it. Look at that face.
I hate him
beautiful.
immediately.
He's the perfect man.
So, I should have made him James Marsden.
Stop.
He does appear to be alive. He's chained up to this witch burning stake, and there is an orange hollow tape on a necklace around his neck. And you see there are a few other mercenaries that are around him that have been dressed in Puritan clothes, still having the glowing green eyes with the glowing spirals on their forehead, and they are all chanting something in Latin.
Anything I might recognize?
Um,
Some sort of...
you can make a pre-war history check to see if Lee speaks Latin.
That could work.
Momly, think A, speak A, feel A.
Okay, I'm just checking what I get for pre-war history under my skills. Okay. So I get a black die on that. Alright, let's see how big my brain is today. Oh, not bad. That's a success with an impact.
Awesome. So you do recognize bits and pieces of this Latin. And what it sort of roughly translates to is lust after evil and do not at all love Christ. You follow the devil. Do not seek him who gives salvation. Despise Christ, I beg you, and realize that never will you stand before a judgment. Suppress those who speak the truth, and do not praise the deeds of anyone, but seek to slander them. Do not consider your own, let your end be an evil one. Do not seek the things of heaven, lest yourself be broken by crime. Do not shun the pleasures of the flesh.
Oof, okay.
Ember will like elbow Lee and be like, "Go get it."
Yeah, really kind of want to, but you know, the other guy's there.
What do you mean? There's one guy there. And just... They're all just singing.
Right.
Do we need to take them out? Is that what you're saying?
I'm scared if we spook them, they'll light the man on fire before we get the tape.
Yeah, I mean, the last people we saw like that were, you know, the ones charging the asylum. I don't know if these guys will flip or attack us. I mean, Ulysses is pinned down, so fine, we'll go say hi, and if they turn on us, then, you know.
How far out are we from Ulysses?
You would say you're about 100 feet out.
Okay, we can go in and pretend to be one of them, and if they turn on us, then we turn on them. Ulysses at least isn't going anywhere. I'm pretty confident we can take these four.
To specify, I said a few, not four.
Oh. Okay.
Would you like to count how many there
Sure.
are? There are about 12 of them.
Oh.
More than a few.
That's a baker's couple.
It's a baker's few.
And they're just chanting this chant endlessly in Latin.
Is there anywhere to like hide, or is this all out in the open?
I mean, it's a cavern, so there are some alcoves off. It's a natural cavern down here, so you could find somewhere to sneak. You could find a stalactite to hide behind.
Is there a way to sneak up, like, let's say 50, 75 feet away from Harrington?
You reckon you could probably do that? Are you going to step off with the beam of light to see?
Oh. Yeah, I am.
Awesome. Oliver, when you step off with the beam of light, they stop chanting and they turn in unison towards all of you. Silently.
Oh.
Oh no.
We've been got it.
They don't attack. They don't move to attack you all. They just stop chanting and they turn to face you.
I want to ask them to give us the tape.
I'll get off my back, Andy. I knew that as soon as I said it. Stalagmite is what he wants, not a stalactite. And I know that because the T in stalactite, the T points down. I should have known that. It's the same direction. It's the same direction the spike points is the letter T.
Of a T.
I don't know. I'm gonna yell, "Bring us the heretic and the tape." in a commanding captain-like voice.
They do not move. But they do take one step forward after a second.
We're followers of the spiral as well. We've just come seeking his knowledge.
Are they taking another step now?
There's no response from them.
I think it's working. Doctor, back me up here.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull out my lie detector.
What?
My lie detector.
And I'm gonna raise my artifact pistol.
Oh.
They're
Yeah,
all
I'm
within
gonna.
15 feet of each other, right?
Yeah, most of them are within 15 feet of each other.
Just tell me the word. I'll start discerning some lies right now.
They don't flinch or move when you threaten them with a weapon.
I'm gonna take one more step forward. Do they respond by taking a step forward?
They respond by taking a step back.
Ooh, they're scared of us.
Should we?
Is Harrington between me and them?
They are between you and Harrington.
Oh, that changes things.
Should we keep walking forward?
I will keep walking forward until they do something aggressive.
Yeah, every step you take, they take one step in unison backwards. As sort of one... You know how like when birds spin around in a circle all together and they seem to just follow each other's path? That's exactly what the cultists are doing. They're just taking even steps, same motion, no wasted energy back with each step you take forward.
Okay.
How far will they let me get?
They will let you get all the way up to Harrington if you want.
Cool.
Harrington has been gagged by his own ascot.
Hoist by his own ascot.
Can I take the
Choking on his
necklace?
hubris.
Can I take the necklace off of him?
Mm-hmm. He does go when you go to move the holotape.
Can I take the ascot out of his mouth?
He says, if you remove the holotape, I'll burn.
How is he
Wait.
affixed to the pyre?
Give me a notice check. Or a craft trap check, if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing in our system.
That will succeed with an impact. For a notice check. I don't know about a craft.
But with an impact, as you're looking with a success, you're sort of examining the way he's affixed to it, and you see the necklace that the holotape is on. It doesn't go around his neck; it goes up into the shackles that he's connected to, and it appears to be made out of some kind of electrical wiring, like a copper wire, instead of what you would typically. Like, it's not like a string or rope or anything like that. And you do see there's a couple of little technological pieces on the holotape itself, where the copper wiring connects to the tape.
He's shackled to like just like one stake in the center.
Yep. So his arms are up above his head, behind the pole that he's attached to. You see he's got handcuffs there that are connected to the coppering wire that goes down to his necklace.
Doctor, do you think that just completes the circuit?
I believe so. I could perhaps disable the device if they allow me.
You're worried you might destroy the information in the holotape if you do that.
Ooh.
Who's gonna fry the holotape?
You think the spiral may have left you with a choice if you want to rescue Harrington or if you want more information.
Why should we save you?
Yeah, I'm gonna join Oliver up in front. You have to convince us your life is more important than the escape. I mean, you're not gagged anymore, buddy.
He kind of looks down at you and he says, I'll give you all the information I have about the vault, and I'll give you all the information I have about Myrtle. Just let me go.
You tell us that now, and we'll decide if your information is worthy of your life.
If I tell you my information, my life's forfeit. I don't have the collateral.
Your life's worthless regardless.
We would have the tape, Mr. Harrington.
The tape doesn't know about Myrtle.
We can just kill Myrtle.
Don't know.
Can we?
Well, we could certainly confront Myrtle and ask her some questions. We do have more than enough evidence to work with. Unless, actually, no. We do have another person we could ask. We have 2 other people we could ask about Myrtle, quite frankly.
Wait.
No, you're out of your mind. You have no idea what she is. You can't talk to any of the witches about her.
I mean,
I can pay you, and I can arm you, and I can help you get revenge on the witches, if you feel like you've been led astray.
revenge for what? I mean, we've just been pointing towards something that will both pay and arm us and get me something that's really important to me personally.
Have you wondered what the side effects of the serum you took are? What they're really grooming you for?
Gonna harvest our organs.
No, nothing so vulgar. You're all in
Do
grave
we have
danger.
Do we have a sense of what's going to happen to him if we pull this necklace? It'll just cause a fire?
You are definitely sure it will start a fire. You're not sure how fast the fire will spread.
Okay. What do we think, friends? We have to be quick on our... Do we know the way out? If we pull this necklace, will we all be caught on fire and die in a basement?
Is up that 30-foot shaft.
You're not sure if you know a way out.
Shoot.
You think it might be the beams of light will lead you back up.
I mean, if it's a technological thing, I can hack it to get our way back up. If it's a magic thing, then I have no idea.
I mean, I'm a pretty good climber, but I doubt Dogbeat is, so...
Pretty.
Yes.
It looks pretty analog. I don't know if we can hack it, can we?
I don't know. I mean, I might be able to reverse something with it. I'm good at things.
I will say you can see the wood that's been piled up around the stake. You're not sure how far the fire will spread in the room. The whole room could explode. Who knows?
If I start moving this wood, will anyone react?
Harrington says if you move it, I'll die. And the holotape will be destroyed as well.
The wood. Okay.
Is he just shackled by his hands?
He is.
I mean, is he a pianist?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
How many hands can we cut off in one
Well,
series?
it's better than a lobotomy.
The lobotomy part comes later.
Oliver, do you know how to remove hands from the person?
I mean, it would take time. Do you guys want to keep an eye on this? On these cultists and make sure they don't try anything funny? They obviously got the upper hand on Harrington, so...
Yeah, just put that ascot back in.
Oh, gosh. I mean, if we do that, can we? So we'll get him off and then pull him. The necklace will break, which would activate the fire, but we will have most of Harrington and the tape if this succeeds, if I'm understanding.
Bob.
Sounds good to me.
This is insane. You guys are insane. I do not
Alex.
consent.
Alex, while we are discussing our plans, I would like to take a little bit of psycho before I get swarmed by these mobsters.
Ajax, actually, do you have something that'll make me a little bit stronger?
Yeah, you can have one too.
Why don't you guys go stand on your spots and get ready to go now that I've been stabbed with something I've never done before?
Oh, this...
That's the
We're
thing.
doing
You
drugs.
don't do psycho. Psycho gives you.
What does Psycho do? Does that increase my strength?
Yes, and your melee and your armor.
Cool.
It lasts 3 rounds. 4 for melee.
So if you guys want to go, I will do what I can and hopefully get Harrington out of here too.
Rip his arms off.
Excellent.
This is so dumb.
I
Here
don't
we go.
He was all pumped for his revenge, and he's like, "Oh wait, burning to death? That's not what I wanted."
This is not what I ordered.
Take it back. I don't know. I can't think of a counter argument to this. So Lee is just gonna like fall into his fantasies, I guess.
Awesome.
Cool.
So,
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Will.
I was gonna say, as I see them go back, I'm going to make a snap decision. I'm gonna grab the necklace off to start the fire. And then I'm going to try and rip his shackles off of the wood.
Perfect. Something very interesting happens when you take off the necklace. You don't feel a circuit close or anything like that. You don't see a spark come from the copper wiring that's in there. But you do see all of the cultists, their eyes glow a more intense green. And a sort of a spiraling beam of energy passes through all of them before it reaches the final one and disintegrates Harrington.
Huh.
Whoops.
Well,
Leaving behind leaving behind a white cylinder in the pile of wood with the Institute logo on the side of it.
Oh,
It's a synth.
It's a synth
Oh.
component.
Does the ascot like
I want
gently
the
float to the
ascot.
ground?
Is that ascot still there?
The ascot survives.
legendary gear.
I'm taking that ascot.
Harrington's ascot
And-
gives you +2 charisma.
Really?
Of course
Yeah.
it does.
Okay. It never gets dirty either.
Okay, it's mine now.
What a
Is it
charmer.
considered armor?
It is not
For the
considered
mechanics
armor.
of this?
It's an
Great.
item.
So
Yep.
I can wear it without it impacting me. I will take it, and I will take the synth component, and I will go over to my spot.
Yeah, I guess we're out of here.
Awesome. The cultists, they do follow you all over to the 4 lights. They don't step up onto the platform, but each step you take, they take one unison step after you.
Before we go up, should we listen to this and make sure it's what we need?
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
We can listen to it after we go up.
Yeah, we can come back down. What do you think? If we just step on the lights again.
Okay.
I don't want to stay here any longer than we have to. I don't know if we're going to get hit by another disintegration ray. Frankly, this whole thing has been a lot more spooktacular than I thought it would be.
And I'm out of some good shit, so I'm not happy.
The treasure might be down here, though. Usually there's a reward.
Oh, dang it! I didn't think of that.
Well, we might as well use the psycho.
Are you suggesting we fight people with disintegrating rays?
No.
Because I'm here for it. I didn't get to kill my queen.
I'm pretty sure you could take at least 7 before they get you.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll be before they get us, though. All right. Do you guys want to listen to the tape before we go up, then? Group vote?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just dangle our feet on the thing before we go.
Okay, I'll play it, but I'll play it like 2 times speed.
2 times speed.
Like, blah, 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 blah.
2 times speed, 50% volume.
Don't listen. Like Lily and those guys.
So, this tape's a little different than the other ones that you've listened to so far. It does pop up as you pop it into the holotape, and all of the cultists do drop to their knees when you put it into the Pip-Boy, and they bow. And an unfiltered voice answers you all. It is a woman's voice. It's Myrtle's voice.
Did I not tell y'all it was Myrtle?
Well, I mean, you know, we thought you were just being paranoid.
I think we all knew, we just didn't want to accept it.
And Myrtle says, conception, birth, life, death. The ideal life cycle of an organism. I remember very little of my life before my birth. I was an ordinary woman living in an ordinary time. A drone, eager to feed, fuck, and fight my way through a worthless life until I found a dishonorable grave. That all changed in the very spot in which you now stand. I was given life, even as I snuffed out another. You no doubt by now are accomplished killers. You know the feeling, that rush, that responsibility. You are the shepherds of the pathetic, sending them to their final resting place. Thank you for that. I freed almost 36 souls, each a light in the darkness, eager to fly home. But it wasn't enough. I had to do more. I made a deal with a creature beyond any comprehension. A creature who was willing to uplift me and anyone else I found worthy. You are not the first to be found so. He would have done more if he wasn't so small-minded and governed by his base feelings. If he hadn't have been taken to Vault 23. If the detective wasn't so clever. However, this has been for the best. I was thinking too small with one student at a time. He opened my eyes to my own shortcomings and to the salvation of humanity. He showed me then, and I'm showing you now. Continue this trail, go to the vault, and you too will receive salvation. And all of the cultists look up, and the green light sort of passes between each of them, and they all die on the spot.
Well, it's probably a safe bet that Gemma's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should probably go get Gemma.
That's good. Can
And
we
my
pretend
scorpion.
like we didn't come here?
And the scorpion. Yes.
And the scorpion.
And our laser.
Don't
Oliver
worry,
has
Mime Bot probably
priorities.
protected them. Hopefully, maybe.
But seriously, we should actually go rescue Gemma.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
There's no one else going for the vault at this point. The synth, apparently, who was looking for it, is now dust all over. Oliver, you got a little bit of something on your chest there. So, yeah, we
I don't want to complicate things, but other people are looking for that vault.
I mean, the last people we saw were Ulysses' mercenaries and Ulysses himself.
Ember, you want to back me up here?
Yeah, but how much do they know?
You just need to tell them other people are looking for the vault.
There are other people looking for the vault, but I'm also concerned for Gemma's well-being.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we have to get her first. She's a synth witch.
So, who else is looking for the vault?
We are.
There is a radical group called the Children of Adam. Maybe you've heard of them.
Have I heard of them?
Well, you can make a know-how of local events or current events.
I'm not gonna even roll. This man's been eating radiation.
Yeah. If you've seen what I can do, these people can do all that and more.
Calvin, as
Okay.
far as you know, every human is a child of Adam and Eve. With an X.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure those comics had some sort of religious message in them, so sure.
Oh, 100%. Fallout universe. It's all Christian in America iconography.
Right. Okay, so there's a bunch of people with your strength and stealth and power out there.
And they all want what we want. So that should be a priority. Probably not as much as Gemma. There's still a question of what to do with Gertrude and Myrtle and
The
Amalia.
Institute is also interested in the vault.
True.
And who is to say this wasn't just a copy of Harrington? You know, there might be another Ulysses floating around.
You could say he's a red herring.
But first, I'm gonna go. I want
That's
to
pretty
loot
good.
all of these. I want to loot this cavern and all of the people.
Brian, I'm giving you a luck point.
So good. I want to see if they have any disintegrating rays. I'm very interested in how that worked.
Oh, you're just gonna find a bunch of sweaty loincloths in a pile of ash.
Ew.
You okay?
I hydrated, then I dehydrated. All right. Checking all of them, you don't find any weapons or any devices that seem to have triggered that ability. However, on one of them, you do find a large brass key that has a Vault Boy symbol on it.
Okay.
Okay, as Leah's like trying to process all this information, Gertrude doesn't know what we know. She might still tell us what she knows. We don't necessarily have to fight her, especially considering she could take down one of those big things, apparently on her own. So she's at least as strong as our stranger friend, and he's fickle. So let's go get a claw. We'll go back there. She'll tell us whatever she knows. Then, hopefully, we can get to Gemma, get her out of there somehow, and then go get a robot, and then get to this vault, and then, I don't know, disappear over the horizon somewhere that a witch can't find us.
What if our witch can teleport us to Gemma?
I don't know. Do you think Gertrude's a good witch?
I mean, she gave us the gun. Her only gun.
Yeah, I'm
In
sure
the-
that was her only gun.
In the hopes that we would save her neighborhood. This seemed more self-serving in retrospect.
True.
I don't necessarily want to give a Spiral Witch a gun back.
Double.
Maybe we throw it into the ocean, or say that we threw it in. We lost it in the ocean.
I'm all for the saying that we lost in the ocean. I would keep it. It's very nice.
Very nice. It has a good balance.
Best gun that I've had.
Okay.
Give her the claw. She might not even ask for it back. She might let us keep it.
Let's lean towards lying first. As
Alright.
much as I don't like to say that, but you know.
She seems to
Pretend
know
witch.
an awful lot. That's the only reason I said maybe we actually do it. She kind of saw through a lot of our lies and knew a lot about us before we.
I think maybe we shouldn't assume that magic is real.
What?
Because we're all technically ageless because of science. She could
Sure,
have
but
had ways to gather information about us without looking into a crow's eyeball in her sleep.
Well, but she could still be using that to know. I mean, whether it's science or magic, she still might know.
So
if
we
we're
can just
lying.
skip the house because she knows already, right?
Well, I guess that. I'm of the opinion that we should maybe exterminate these witches, but I don't know about everything else. I
I
don't
wouldn't
necessarily
do that
like a
first
loose
measure.
end.
I mean, my priority is still my end game is still the vault. If we need these witches alive or dead to do it, then whichever way. I'm sure they have their own schemes that we need to interrupt anyways.
Okay, Lee's being a joy kill, no more murder. I'll just start
I'm
walking.
okay. I'm
All I
okay with
know
murder. I just
Is
want to
half
be
this group
cautious.
would do murder if they could get away with it. That's all I know.
We did find an answer to the question of the day.
uh,
It was the
So
murder we
why
did all
back
along.
down now? Let's burn the witch.
okay.
So you want to talk, Lee, right? We want to talk to the witch.
Yeah, I mean, I want to avoid a witch fight if we don't have to instigate a witch fight.
What fight?
But if it happens, I'm prepared for, witch fisticuffs. But
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
think-
afraid if we don't do it now, we're going to do it later with other witches at the same time.
Should we at least bring her the claw to see if she's like nice, or are we just going to kill her?
I
no.
think the claw's a good bet.
I mean,
Always
sure.
cut it out herself.
We go there with the thing, see how she reacts, and see what she tells us. If she suddenly turns, pulls out a pointy hat, and hops on a broom, then we start blasting.
Then we start
Uh,
blasting.
Ember, I don't know if you want to take some sort of sniper position at like a window or something.
She seems more interested in talking to Ember than a lot of the men.
I think she would notice if I was gone.
That's fair.
You could always say she got killed by the Marmot Queen. Wait, I'm not there. Just kidding.
What's that voice?
Ember, did you share the stuff that Amalia told you about only turning like young men into mimes?
Yeah.
Cool. So if Amalia and Gertrude have similar ideology, maybe we want Ember to be present while we're chatting with her.
Present to you the captain's hat so you can speak when we go.
All right, well, let's get
Good
going.
point. Yeah, Ember might need the captain's hat then.
He is the captain now.
I want the captain's hat.
Give her the ascot too. That'll be +4 charisma.
There we
I'm not
go.
giving her the ascot. Even
She'll be at
though,
a +2 after all her all her social deficiencies.
Legitimately, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, that would really just put me back at square one.
So the
Alright.
sounds like the gang is going. You're going to bring the claw with you.
Yeah, let's go get a claw and then we'll.
Good faith, good faith.
All right. You're easily able. Well, I mean, not easily. It takes some time, but you're able to remove the claw. I'm getting ahead of myself. You do ride. When you all step into the beams of white, you do come back up to the top of the museum, back into the courtroom, and you see that the judge's smile has turned into a frown.
Oh man.
And the lights are back on, and you can hear the motor running for the roller coaster cars at the back of the room.
Really not ready for any more weird stuff. Let's just. Do you guys just want to walk back, or
Wait, we didn't do anything with the key, did we?
No, there's
Can we
still a
check-
brass key. I forgot. See, I got
Oh.
ahead of myself. I almost just talked into
behind
not
the-
giving you the treasure.
Can we check behind the judge's thing?
You can. You see, as you come back behind the lectern, there is a door that looks like it leads somewhere. That has a very old school skeleton key kind of lock.
I will turn the key in the lock.
We got.
Awesome. It goes in. You see the door pop open, and beyond, you find yourself in the judge's chambers. There are no bodies in here, but there are two large vault-tech treasure chests, for lack of a better word. Inside the treasure chest, you find a plasma pistol that has a comfort grip and is balanced. Sorry, it's got an armor-piercing receiver and a comfort grip. You find 2 bottles of Nuka-Cola Quantum,
Great.
which Nuka-Cola Quantum heals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hit points, and you gain 2 AP when you drink Nuka-Cola Quantum. You find a set of dog armor.
Dibs.
The perfect fit.
And you find... Oh, what's the last thing you find? You also find... I know I've got notes. Where are my notes? You find a suit of heavy synth armor that has a spiral logo painted on it.
Do it, Lee. Do it.
What? Put that armor on?
Yes. Ascend to robot.
I was gonna borrow that pistol, but what
You
was
also, sorry, you also find 1,500 caps.
sweet. What does synth armor do?
Heavy synth armor gives you 4 physical and 4 energy armor.
Oh,
Yes, Dr. Robot. That could be your new name.
Maybe we should like paint it so it doesn't have the spiral logo.
that would be nice. But sure, I mean, I could put that on and take that. If no one else wants this pistol, I'm pretty good with pistols. I've just been
How much-
using this regular one.
How much armor is the dog armor?
The dog armor is worth 3 physical plus 1 for 1 point of strong armor, 3 energy, and 1 radiation.
Wow. Maybe dog meat won't die in whatever fight we have next week.
Okay.
To be fair, he's only lost consciousness multiple times. He's never
Every
died.
time.
He'll outlive us. That's for sure.
Hope so.
Okay. Do we want to take the carts back, or do we want to walk back?
I mean, we did a lot of walking.
That's a fair point, Doctor. I just don't know if you're going to lead us to like some sort of low swinging saw blade or something.
No. He's not gonna kill us now. That would take. Oh, she wouldn't kill us now. That'd take the fun out of it. Let's just enjoy our nice ride back.
Okay. But if something comes at us, just make sure you duck.
Is there like an emergency exit somewhere?
As a matter of fact, you do see a sign that says emergency exit on it.
Oh, I want to hear the ride song again.
It's a small world.
I'm going to. I'm just going to walk through the emergency exit door.
Oh my god, it's so bright. Finally.
Yeah, you head through that door. It leads to a concrete hallway. You follow that all the way to the end of the museum. You come out. You do find another Protectron dressed in pilgrim clothes. Who is looks like they're unloading people from the roller coaster cars. When he sees you, he does say, "Thank you for visiting the Museum of Witchcraft. Have a spooktacular day."
I will continue to do so.
Is there a gift shop on the way out?
There is a gift shop on the way out.
Cool. I want to look for a really nice set of tarot cards.
Yeah, you definitely find a really nice set of tarot cards. I mean, really nice for the post-apocalypse, but
Sure.
they're a little faded, but they've got beautiful art on them. You're able to find a full set.
Cool.
There's also some little plush Vault Tech pilgrims. Or Vault Boy pilgrims.
No, I don't want those.
It's kind of cute.
Do I have to pay for those?
No, there's no robot manning the manning the checkout.
Even better. I'll take 2 cents.
Awesome. You guys head out. You are able, well, with a little bit of time and effort, you're able to remove the claw from Eleanor. And you go trundling on back to Gertrude's house. You all thought you were never going back there. Oh, what could change in 3 hours?
Yeah. On the way there, because Lee just thought of something. Hey, Ember, random question. Do you have a last name?
Valak.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Why?
Yeah, just
I don't know,
give her
this-
last name.
Because Gertrude claimed you could use the magic witch gun, and clearly you could, so... I don't know, just double checking.
He was cross-referencing your last name with the names we heard.
Yes, exactly.
Were any of them the same?
Not according to my notes.
I remember.
There's Grim, Mortem, Lobo, another Grim, a Harrington, Tenebris, Onyx, Fang, and Drax. So, nope.
Beautiful. Love it.
Awesome. So you all go heading back. You do find Gertrude's little shack out in the wilderness. I'm gonna assume you guys have like a sled or something you're dragging this enormous claw on.
We haul it out of Iowa, so we can
Just dog beats back.
With his awesome new dog armor.
Yes.
He's so strong.
He's got a little mask and everything. It's got like a helmet on it that covers his eyes.
I love that. Is it like skull shaped?
It is. You can paint it however you want to.
Look at that little murderer.
You look so ferocious.
His tongue's still like lolling out of his mouth. He's just happy to be here.
What a good boy.
Gertrude is sitting on the porch waiting for you all to return. She's got a cup of tea with her and some cookies. And when she sees you all approaching, she says, "Ah, yes, good. I knew you were going to triumph over Eleanor. How was our mysterious friend?"
Very, very helpful. Incredibly so. Really pulled us out of the fire there.
He has become quite enamored with you. Your group.
Do you, know him personally?
No, not personally, just by reputation.
Oh, okay.
One of my old friends used to talk about him often.
Which old friend would that be?
You and I both know Dr. Kirby, which friend?
I mean, just to be clear, we did not need him. We had everything under control.
We're sorry for your loss.
He was once a student of one of my sisters, Myrtle.
Really?
Yes.
You know, she never mentioned his name.
She didn't have to. You've been looking for him this whole time.
But what we're still talking about this mysterious our mysterious stranger friend, right?
Yes. He
Is-
has gone by many names over the years. The mysterious stranger is only the newest of them.
Oh my god, he is the spiral.
He was
Him
known
and
as the
Myrtle
Spiral
together.
once. He was once the overseer of Vault 23 as well.
Okay, I mean, if you're about to tell me he was once Manta Man as well, I'm just gonna.
No. Maybe the Silver Shroud once or twice.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Isn't that great, Lee? You met one of your heroes.
I thought I would feel better.
And he saved your life.
He did. It does feel better.
Ember, it was very nice of you to bring me back Eleanor's claw. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
You are free to keep the Winchester. It'll do more good for
thank
you
God.
than it will for me.
Thank you. I was real worried about that.
My hour draws near.
Your hour?
The end of my life.
What do you mean? Are you dying? Are you sick or something?
I have broken a pact
With who?
with my sisters.
A pact saying what?
Saying that I would always put them before anyone else. But Myrtle has lost her way. And somebody must stop her, and you are the only people I can think of suited for the job.
What has she done?
It isn't what she's done, and it's what she plans to do when she gets to the vault. Do you remember the Mr. Cabot's powers, his abilities?
Yeah,
They
definitely
seemed-
remember.
They seemed like magic, is that right?
Seemed like it. He said something about zeta waves, but
Yes. He is closer to the truth than my sisters are. It's not magic, it's aliens.
knew it.
I don't know if that's a better or worse answer.
Well, you know as well as I do, doctors, that technology that is sufficiently advanced enough will appear to be magic.
Sure.
I mean, sure. The inspector does use magic for her detective things, but I'll agree with that.
The Zaydens are creatures that oversee Earth from afar. And they have come down to our planet to interfere a couple of times in the past. My family was made aware of them in Salem in the 1600s. One of them came down and offered us a blessing of immortality and power beyond wildest imaginings. In exchange for every human life we could give to them. My sisters took that very seriously, and they spent the ensuing centuries creating as much turmoil for humankind as they could. Culminating in one of my sisters, Myrtle, becoming the founder of Vault Tech. She went by a different name at that time. She went by the name Marisha. She founded Vault Tech to start the war, to drop the bombs.
Responsible for all of the people that died.
And
The
everyone who
war?
has died in the wasteland since.
Wow.
Our friend the Spiral was a serial killer that she turned into the overseer of Vault 23.
The mysterious stranger was a serial killer?
Yes.
Kind of.
In a lot of ways he still is.
Yeah.
That feels dark.
Technically all of you are too.
No. Do you have any inside information on her that could help us in our fight against her?
I don't know a way to stop her. She's the most powerful of us. And I have done something that is going to result in her punishing me very soon. You all must leave. But before you go, I have done you a favor, witch to witch, Ember. And she stands up and she goes over to her front door and she opens it, and Gemma runs out. And she runs up to you and she grabs you around the waist.
Before we go, you would tell me if there was a synth in this room, right?
I would tell you if there was a synth in this room.
Is there a synth?
There is not a synth in this room.
She looks at Oliver.
Insight check.
And she says, "You must go. The punishment is coming."
Thank you for your help.
You can't let Myrtle into that vault. She was in control of Vault Tech. She knows whatever is stockpiled there, and it can't be good for the rest of the human race. You can't let anyone else get a hold of what's in that vault either. Not the Institute, not the Children of Adam, not Ulysses Harrington.
Well, you don't have to worry about that last one. Maybe.
You saw his dead synth, didn't you?
Just the synth, yes.
Harrington's still out there.
Oh.
He has a couple of synths that he sends as duplicates of himself around.
Is he Myrtle's brother or something? Son, maybe? Oh.
He was her husband.
Oof.
He was also the presiding judge of her trial for witchcraft.
Wow, he couldn't give her any leniency?
He was extra punitive to her for her betrayal. He could be an ally, but you can't let him into the vault.
Okay. What is this punishment? Maybe we can get you out of here before it
It's
arrives.
too late. And you notice there seems to be a rad storm blowing in. And the sky seems to be turning green. The same sort of sickly green that was associated with the spiral that disintegrated Harrington's synth.
Okay.
We need to go.
Yeah, we need to go. Gonna grab our cookie jar, and I will go.
Ember will pick Emma up and run out the door after thanking her again.
And as you all go taking off, you do see Gertrude comes down to Eleanor's claw, and she kicks it one last time.
I actually want to stay for just a few extra minutes. I'm not afraid of a rad storm.
Oliver!
I'll meet you guys. Go on.
What?
Ember
I'm
will
just-
grab me and pull him away.
Grab
I'm
Lee
going
and
to
pull away.
sit down and I'm going to do a tarot card reading of my own for Gertrude with my cards.
It's beautiful. She will sit down with you, and she'll listen to your reading.
Cool. First, I will draw out the Hermit, and I will forgive me. I don't know much about these, but I'm going to try and do this one last thing for you. And I will say, this is how we first saw you. And then I will pull out the star. And I will say, this is how I see you now. And then I will fan out the cards for her.
You see a single tear drops down her cheek, and she'll move forward to draw a card, and her voice kind of cracks a little bit, and she says, "I have to be honest with you, young man. I'm afraid of what happens next, and what's waiting for me when I get there."
Well, don't show me what that card is. That's just for you to know what's next to come. And then I will set that whole deck, so I still have one of my own, but I will leave her that as I walk through the storm back to my friends.
Yeah. And she draws one last card out of the pile, and she looks at it, and you hear her breath catch in her chest, and she laughs a little bit as the tears start to come down more and more. And the sky behind you begins to glow just this sickly pale green, and you see a flash as bright as the daylight, and you hear a crash of thunder around you, and Gertrude is gone. And you all begin making your way down to do something about Myrtle in Vault 23. And I think that's a good place to stop this week's episode.
I gotta say,
Make me almost cry.
That was
I wasn't ready for that.
And you guys wanted to kill her.
We're gonna have a witch fight. Awesome. Wow.
It was a pretty spectacular day. Okay, we didn't know where it was going.
So yeah, next week is the finale of season 1 of the Treasure Vault 23, and we're gonna have our heroes do something about these witches and these aliens. Who knows what's gonna happen? I don't even know what's gonna happen yet. I'm excited.
I'm still reeling from the mysterious stranger.
Oh. If I
Who
play
knows?
that game, it's gonna hit different.
He's a serial killer. Yeah, so thank you everybody for hanging out with us. I want to give the players a chance to say goodbye and plug anything they want to plug before I make some announcements for the week. And yeah, go ahead, Kat.
Hey, I'm Kat again. Man, I'm like trying to recover. That really was emotional for me. I don't really have anything to plug except for come see us play Another War on Monday. We might have a special guest star on that day, so wink wink. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say except for thank you for watching us, and I'm gonna pass it to Will.
Hi, friends. I am still Will. What can I tell you? I know nothing about tarot cards, so hopefully I did that a little bit right. But if I didn't, Oliver doesn't know anything about it either, so he did his best. What else can I say? This Saturday, something really cool is happening, so I'll let Alex chat about that at the end. But that's my plug for USP for the rest of the week. So stay tuned for that note, and I will pass it over to Calvin.
Okay. Well, hello again, everyone. I'm Calvin. Where you can find me on the internet, well, here every week, as well as on the Win with Dice channel, where we upload weekly podcasts about, running tabletop RPG games, just to make it seem a bit more approachable. This week, we mostly just did some recaps of previous sessions and sort of, like we always do, just talk about interesting things. My friend who ran one of the games had a really fun and interesting characters, so it was mostly an opportunity for me to gush about that. And with that, I will pass it on to Brian.
Oh, hey guys, man, I completely spaced out there. So we're wrapping up Fallout. We're getting close to the final episode. Werewolf is getting close too, so just keep an eye out for some spicy new announcements. And I will pass it to Alex with the spice.
Yeah, so thank you everybody again for tuning in with us. I'm very excited for our finale next week. I have no idea how we're gonna wrap everything up. We need to wrap up in one season and leave it open for when Fallout 2D20 comes out. We get to come back to visit our heroes and the threat of the aliens and the witches and all that bad stuff that's going on. As for on the Untold Stories Project, please tune in on Friday for our podcast, Something Dragons. We have a new episode. They're into their second season of that now, and the Rainbow Squad is having a great time. Well, the players are having a great time. The Rainbow Squad is not having a great time. But there's a lot of that going around USP right now. Also this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Will and I will be on chatting about the new game that Will is going to be running on our channel, Monster of the Week. We're going to be doing some GM stuff. It's going to be so much fun. We have a video announcement that we're going to put up for everybody, where Will gets to basically tell us all about the game he's going to be running. I'm very excited. This is Will's first time GMing, and it's going to be on the stream.
Guys, they're trusting me. I don't know if that's a mistake or I'm excited. Yeah.
But during that stream, we'll be hanging out. We'll be chatting about GM stuff. We'll also be doing some NPC recruitment. Some, if you have any particular monsters that you like from Monsters of the Week, we're trying to figure out a way to make the show what you all want as much as what we want, because you in the audience are our other character. You are part of the experience, and we appreciate you spending time and attention with us here. Monday, we do have another episode of Nether War, and like Kat said, Calvin will be hanging out with us. Calvin's going to come on and play an awesome guy with a bow who was super effective in our last fight this Monday.
Hopefully I can match up to that.
Oh, I believe in you. Don't worry. We'll be doing some stuff going through dealing with the source book, which I will never get sick of the joke that the source book is just at the local gaming store. They just need to head down there. Otherwise, Tuesday we will also have some more Born of Rage, and we'll be back here next Wednesday for the season finale of Fallout. So thank you everybody who's been going on this journey with us. We'll be at lucky episode 13 for season 1. It's going to be very, very good. As always, everyone, please wear your mask, make good choices. Let's find somebody we can raid tonight. Our friends, Defenders of Cobalt, are running a game tonight. It looks like they're playing D&D, but they're really good guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll go check them out. Because everybody should defend kobolds. That is my D&D hot take of the evening. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next week.
Bye.